Genie. I mean, Bim, guess what? We're live. We're going home. And it is 9:15. So the weather's definitely getting worse slowly but surely. It's not pleasant to see, but what can you do? But we're going to have a drive home and see what occurs on the way back. Lach. Oh. And we're off ski. So going past the chemical engineering factory, some lights went off then ahead of me. I think that was the recycling centre lights going off. There's a car already at the lights. We're miles away from the lights, so the chances are the lights will change, and then they're changing now, and they'll change back before we get there because we are miles away from them. Yeah, as I anticipated. So I'm slowing right down, and then I'm going to slowly roll up, so it knows that I'm still here for the sensors. Because otherwise, I'll have to wait for another car to come and ignite the sensors, which may not be here for about a month. Okay, maybe not a month, but a while anyway. We're off skip. So my plan worked. It's the last nice night for a while. Breaking my teeth in for the cat. I think I'll go a convoluted way home. Hey, someone swallowed a dictionary. That's right, running the road. If I jumped out of the road, still. So, looking for dangerous corners, some cat or something crossing the road. Yeah, baby. These lights are on green, whether they're still they do. But we'll take that. So we're on Ashton bypass, Ashton under line, and we've gotten Soviet block on the right. We should get through these lights because they've got a filter and there's cars waiting to turn in the filter. If that's green before we get there, then we wouldn't have got through. Yeah, they would have been changing to red now, but because there's those cars in the filter lane, we get through, which is lovely jubblies. I can make out the silhouette of the tower for the Ashton Old Baths. Blues and twos on the other side of the roundabout. Looks like an ambulance, so I can't imagine it's going to come around here. Actually, oh, it is coming around here though. This is an ambulance as well. My God, they're bright. They warn you on when you're watching the news about force of sensitivity. You know, because there's maybe they're going to show a film of someone having the picture taken at some premiere or something, but they never warn you about the blinking blues and twos. I don't understand why they need to be so bright behind. They've already passed you, so unless it's reversing at you. Oh, more blues and twos. To be fair, I'm avoiding the motorway because I saw on Twitter there was some coach on fire somewhere. But I don't imagine this got anything to do with it, but that's another ambulance. It's a road sweeper, or footpath sweeper. Must be on his brake because he's not moving. I hope he's on his brake. I'm going to feel bad if it's something. See on the news tomorrow. Oh no, there's two of them. They're looking at the phones. It's all right then. Moving over to the right hand lane because we're going right around. What's going on down there? Oh, you can see that far left, but there's some flashing recovery lights, an articulated lorry, and God knows what else. Go on, Mr. Young. Or Mrs. Young. Let's get through these lights at the bottom. Well, that white van has just cut up the car that I've just overtook. How we got the van, it's a big van, in between me and the other car, I don't know. Anyway, the other car's still there, didn't beat the horn, didn't flash, so maybe I'm being offended on their behalf. Oh dear. That's never good. From these lights, if you don't make it, we're here for about an hour and a half. Oh, we're off, but not for long because the next lights are on red. very slow getting going. Has to be said. I thought that taxi was gonna try and get in front of Young, or get in front, or between me and Young, but actually it's pulled in behind me, but made the car that was behind me have to anchor on. Here comes the van. There goes the van, there goes Young. So we're going to go down to Etihad, but we're going to turn left, not right at the Etihad. Just for a little change. There's a car coming down my right, but it's indicating to go right. I thought I was going to try and sneak in. Now this petrol station is 146.9. No wonder it's empty. Well, there's a tram ahead of us. Eccles. What's going here? Actually not going anywhere, it's still sat at the tram stop. A bit disappointed, I thought I'd be able to follow my first tram. Well cold tonight as well, isn't it? Brrr and all that. We're leaving that tram for dead. Going the other way. This van's doing, if it's going to go straight on or it's going to turn left, going to stay there, nobody knows. Oh, turning left. Brilliant. Nobody knows what that van was to do, but he turned left without lights. Oh, what a stupid driver. He gave me a fright. Right, the potholes are back, so I'm definitely staying in the middle. Look between the tracks, you can actually see the potholes. You can see where they filled them in as well. All these squares and things are where they filled in from the previous potholes, but new potholes are developing. So there must be something the trams are doing that is destroying, but it's only here, this section. Same on the other side as well, by the looks of it. This bit looks alright. Do get the snow and ice, that's going to make it worse. So far, well, we're now in spring technically, but so far this winter has been moderately mild compared to winters even 15-20 years ago. Tram coming towards us on the far right. It's the little area. Yes, we always go right here. Sometimes we go straight on, but one thing we've never done is go left. Go left, where the eyes are green. Got the bridge, Etihad Bridge. They're to the bright side, so they know something I don't know. They don't. Them last two cars who went past were questionable at the least. As to whether they went through or not on time. Right, I don't know whether this is the main junction I'm looking for. The answer is no. Look at them, like Cybermen. This isn't the junction I'm looking for either. That is the next junction. It's got a road sign on it. Woo woo! I've never been down this road since all this development. I question the fact I've ever been down this road actually, but I assume I must have done at some point. So we're now on Ashton Old Road. And everyone stayed in that lane, so I can assume there's a bus lane or something coming up. That just goes narrow. So we're now heading towards the Mancunian Way. After 7, so we can go in the bus lane. This bus lane is from 4 till 7, it says on that sign. And it's 7 minutes past 9 at night. Not a single car behind me has been in the bus lane, just me. On the Mancunian Way. So we caught up with the Kia again. Yeah, we have. Kia keeps flying off at a gazillion miles an hour, and then we just catch it up. Won't do this time because it's the Mancunian Way. City anyway, all the new tower blocks they've built, all the red lights on them. Pretty view though, must admit. So that's the left is Regent Road. Turn left here. The oncoming traffic got a filter there. Just had a data warning. Use 1.86 gig of data. You have to make sure that the 98.414 gig of data I've got left lasts me. I don't know if it made me laugh my phone sometimes. Even when I had 10 gig, that didn't make any difference. So we're heading up here. Basically heading into Stretford. Where's that water come from? There's a drop of water there and on the camera. I've already passed the fire station there we are now actually. Here. We've got a filter, so we're fine, mind you, there's no other traffic, so makes it fine. Seriously going to go through that? Taxi driver, of course it's a taxi driver. Goes without saying, doesn't it? Right, go down here. Unbelievable. That building's coming on nicely. The building at the minute, the one on the right, all lit up. Putting the panels on the outside now. Kind of watched that go up over the last few months. About watched them start building it anyway. So this is Salford city centre. Come past here a lot on the bus, to be fair. KFC. Slightly weird road layout coming up. In the distance you can see the church lit up, which we normally see when we've come through Cheetham Hill and that way around. Gosh, completely cut that van up. Fair, the van was in the wrong lane. Speed limit, mate. You're doing 25. Right, we're now on the East Lancs. The A6 is that road beside us. Welcome back, by the way. Don't know why it cuts out there. It seems cut out there quite a lot. Anyway, we're on the East Lancs. We are heading towards the M61. And these bus lanes are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I ain't going in the A. Nobody got no time to go in them bus lanes. Don't think we'll get through these lights. Told you we get through them lights. Not just. Lights on the other side, some work's going on. So this is the East Lancashire Road, which is from Salford to Manchester. We're going to the M61. Again, I'm not sure we'll get through these lights because they've just changed and we're quite a way away, but we are catching up with the traffic. So we may get through these lights. Through the next lot. That's the speeding van from earlier. when I think you were off air. Van's off. Fake lights have changed. Van stopped. Brilliant. Oh, for God's sake. Plenty of warning. And these lights have changed to red now. Mung. One lane on the slip road. That's not good. Work, but they're doing work. 50. We're all doing 40 at the minute. And now we're accelerating, okay. So we're on the slip road for the A666. And the M61. We're about to go over the A6. When I always say we're going under various motorways and slip roads, whatever. Well, that's around here. In fact, that's here, I think. No, that's not it. Got more flashy lights ahead. Work is. Oh, they're cutting the grass. Of course they are. That's what you do at 9:30 at night in the middle of winter when it's freezing. Now, are we allowed to get on the M61? The answer is yes. we're now on the M61. You see on the other lane where we were stuck in that traffic, there's nothing there now, but there will be, because it looked like they cleared it as we went past the actual scene of the accident. Plus it was just short of 4 hours ago. So we're only on this for a couple of junctions. This is the first one. Then we've got another one and then it's our junction. This is the distribution centre junction. Got some flashy recovery lights ahead. Move out in case this vehicle wants to move out. Whether they do or not, we'll wait and see. No, they don't. Okay, fair enough. Closing off lane 3. Well, they're putting the cones out at the minute, so they haven't done it yet. As we head towards bridge with the bus shelter on top. Bus shelter on the right, on top of the bridge. Come up to the West Halton turn off. This is not the turn off you were looking for. As far as the roadworks go, it says end there. our exit. Timed it pretty perfect to catching up with the traffic. Dingbats pulling off behind me. You don't have to indicate that you're going into that lane, it's just going to that lane. Got a dingbat in front of me as well, to be fair. Two of them. Slowing down to 25 miles an hour. Fantastic. Oh, dingbat number one behind me is not coming our way. Going to Bolton. So we're on the A6 now. We've been on the A6 already, that's where the camera cut out. We're back on the A6 again. In fact, we're on the A6 when we come off Regent Road. That was the A6 as well. So we've been on the A6 a few times. Now we're going to cut off and go towards this is going to be interesting. That's a very large articulated lorry ahead. A very large articulated lorry that's going on a road that is not best suited for articulated lorries. Yeah, we're in Black Road now. So what I was going to say before I realised what was going on in front of me. And it's going to turn left. That's going to be interesting because it carries on. That's even going to be more interesting because that is a very narrow road. Oh, it's turning left. So it's got an indicator on the top of it. Genius. Oh, it's done it. Fair play. It's got the poacher. There's one person behind the, well, one person sat on a stool next to the bar. I couldn't see anyone else in there. Past the ambulance station. The station d'ambulance. And then we've got Chamberlain garage doors. One car's just overtook the articulated lorry. Quite a brave thing to do on this road. Especially when the articulated lorry is actually doing the speed limit. That's the old farmhouse. Dangerous corners. And that car that overtook has got pretty much stopped by another car that's in front. So it's not really gained anything. Anyway, truck count will be coming up in a bit. Well, we've got a truck in front of us. Those are the kind of trucks that we're counting, articulated. 18 wheelers, 16 wheelers, whatever you want to call them. Let's have a look. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, 14, 16, 18, 20. It's a 20 wheeler. It's got three axles on the back, so that's 12. 2 axles on the back of the tractor unit, so that's 8. So that's, yeah, 18-wheeler doesn't make sense. The car that overtook the articulated lorry is within sight now. The articulated lorry is catching up with it. The articulated lorry is shifting. Big rig, whatever you want to call it. We'll get in. People stood outside. My God, they're brave. It's -2 at the moment, got into the car. Right, the only way this lorry can really go is where we're going, which is pretty much straight on. So we're now in Stalybridge. No, we're not. We're in Aspel. Again, quite a tight corner, this. This car in front of me is taking. It's completely different from anything I'm overly familiar with. You can't count this one, but this is what we're going to be counting. And that's articulated lorries parked up. And that's what this is. I don't think I've seen this before, so I think he must, or they must live here. Just park the lorry up. Either that or the tachograph ran out and they had to park up somewhere, so they should have there. We've got roadworks on Dave's corner. Looks like there's traffic lights as well. So I think I did the right thing. Yeah, traffic light there. I did the right thing avoiding this earlier. Because that would have been backed up well past Tesco. So yeah, dodged one earlier. Got caught in traffic, to be fair, on the motorway. But other than that, it was a pretty straight run. Anyway, dangerous corners completed. Maybe they're trying to make dangerous corner less dangerous. Don't know. Up and over the hill. This was the hill I was talking about earlier. If you turn right here, just after that box thing, turn right there, and then drive down that road and turn left, you end up on that road that takes you to the canal. Anyway, we're now at the Collier's Arms. That is the old wooden building here. Sadly, it doesn't seem to be open anymore. It's a tragedy today. 575 to Bolton. Been on that a few times. I really hate the fact that there's no direct bus from Wigan to Manchester. So across the Crown Hotel. Springs, and we've got the traffic lights which have just changed, wibbly wobbly. To be honest, can't see the lorry doing the wibbly wobbly. No. Neither the car in front of me either. Every car behind me's done it. This is a tragedy, this car's turning off. Jesus. So we've just past Mount Auto Repairs, coming up to Tiny Tesco. Tiny Tesco. Speed camera on a hill pointing to the woods. White Line and Railway. $145.9 there for petrol and lead. That is a tall trailer. Anyway, goodbye, Willie. Hello, Skulls. Yeah. Pumping out a lot of smoke, trailer, or it's either that or it's just pushing the. It might be pushing the dust up actually off the road. I'm not going to overtake it because I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know what it's doing, to be fair. Drift across into my lane, which was a little bit worrying. Formerly known as Posh Mackies. Car's coming from the right, so it should be able to turn, yeah, straight away. $142.9 Tesco. 138.9 at Stalybridge Tesco, so it's 4p a litre cheaper at Stalybridge Tesco than it is at Wigan Tesco. So we're coming up to the monument on the right. Pier alarms on the left. One ambulance waiting. I did go past the other day, there were 5. And I've been past where there's been none. So, all good. So coming up to Cherry Garden Pub. On the roundabout. To 10. Cherry Garden Pub is in darkness. roads, heading towards dangerous traffic lights. So yeah, truck watch. We're going to be doing that shortly. Basically, count the trucks, the cab units, the tractor units, the bit with the engine where the driver sits. That's the only bit we're counting. I'll tell you when to start counting. If there's a truck without a trailer, we'll count it. If there's a trailer without a truck, we don't count it. And we can count large vans if they're there, but they're very rarely there. By a large van, I mean a large delivery van, like a bed delivery van or something similar, not a long wheel-based Sprinter. Well, it's a big van, it's not a large van. So we're now on the Beach Hill Straight. Don't count vans like that, or that. Or that on the left. Just large, semi, big rigs, articulated lorry cabs. Ambulances turning up. Second dangerous traffic lights. We are through. Over the canal, lights have just changed to red. Over the River Duggy. Are we ready for truck count? Woo, 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 woo. We call it truck count because we count trucks. Although technically they're not trucks, we still call truck count now. Pedestrians or cyclists or vehicles. Ditto. No. Okay then, truck count is about to begin. I will count you in with the first truck. Obviously you count that one and then you count any trucks after that. Remember, we're counting the cab units, the tractor units, not the trailers. So one of them on its own is countable. I said why because there's nothing there. The trailers on their own are a big fat zero. So the first one we don't count, but this one we do. So one. Count that one on the left. That's it. Getting a bit of deja vu there. They all seem to be congregating on the top bit rather than the the road. But yeah, that is the end of truck count. Correct, 416 I think it is. And yes, I was going to say that 7-Eleven, deja vu, exactly the same as last week. Scary. That's very spooky. And these cars have got ice on them. Wow. 7-Eleven, you were right. Yeah, same as last week, sorry. You were right, absolutely bob on. So there you go then. Another drive home in an hour and 11 minutes, and we went a pretty spectacularly long way. I will see you all again next time anyway. Thanks for watching, thanks for joining in. Till then, bye.